I want to tell you something that no one in the data analytics industry wants to admit. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars to break into data analytics. I know that because I didn't have to. When I was starting out, I had no tech background, no money for a boot camp, and no idea what I was doing. But what I did have was a limited amount of time, internet access, and willingness to figure it out. And today, I'm willing to show you exactly what I figured out, every free resource that I actually used, in the exact order that it worked. Now, if this is your first time here, I'm Kedeisha, and 6 years ago, I was delivering pizzas and Amazon packages for $8 an hour. And today, I'm running a community of over 80,000 current and aspiring data professionals. Now, I've helped thousands of other career changers break into data analytics without going back to school and wasting more money on courses that just don't work. Watch this career transition in real time. And my only goal is to help you cut through all the noise of the endless information online so you can go exactly where you want to be in the least amount of time. Okay, so before we get into the free resources, I want to address something because the industry can sometimes make you feel like if you're not willing to spend upwards of $10,000 or $20,000 or even upwards of 50,000 for a degree, then you're not serious. Now, if you can't afford that, you're just straight out of luck. But here's what I actually see. Most people don't fail at this transition because they couldn't really afford the bootcamp. They fail because they have no structure and no real proof of their skills and no community to keep them accountable. I see this every single day. A member of my community had a Google certificate and was just getting zero interviews. Another student came with Excel experience from a customer service job. Neither of them needed to pay a bigger price tag. They just needed a map. So today I'm going to give you that map. But I want to be real with you about the one thing this free path does not give you: feedback. You don't have a mentor looking over your SQL telling you why your query needs fixing, and you don't have someone reviewing your dashboard and saying, hey, this looks confusing and here's why. That gap is real. That doesn't fix it. But here's a workaround, and it costs you nothing. You can build a custom GPT today and use it as your feedback loop. Feed it your queries, upload your dashboard screenshots, and ask it to critique your work like a senior analyst would. It's not perfect, it's nowhere near as good as a real person, but the feedback tool bridges the gap until you can get a real human eyes on your work. Okay, so what do you actually learn and in what order? I call this the $0 stack. 5 skill areas, 5 free resources that actually bridge the gap to employment. I'm going to be saving the most important one for last because it's the one that no one actually talks about, and it's the reason most free learners never actually get hired. All right, real quick, if you're finding this helpful, please drop a comment below and tell me exactly where you're starting from. I read every single comment, and if you're ever interested in working directly with me to land your first job in data analytics, click the link in the description to learn more. All right, so resource number one: Excel. And I already know some of you are thinking, Excel, really, Kadisha? That's your big free resources? My grandma uses Excel. Listen, great. Your grandma is also not a data analyst. So let's talk about this. Excel is in over 70% of data analyst job postings. Not Python, not R, not Excel, not Claude. It is the language of business. And if you cannot pivot table your way through a data set, you were just not ready for anything else, period. Now, the good news is you don't have to pay for a single Excel course. Here are some free YouTube channels that I actually use. The first channel is Kenji Explains. He has very clean, modern, very business focused walkthroughs that teaches SQL in a way where not only that you use it on the job, but it's also very business savvy. So if you don't come from a business background like I did, it's a pretty good resource to also do projects while developing some surface level business intuition. He not only teaches formulas, but he also teaches the thinking behind them. So it's a really good starting place if you're a beginner. Next up is Excel is Fun by Matt Gerben. Here's where he offers deep technical, formula heavy, Power Query, advanced lookups, array formulas. So if you want to go all the way in, this is your channel. Now, fair warning, Mike has over 3,000 videos, so you don't need to go watch all of them. Please don't watch all of them, but he's very good and very technically detailed. Lastly is Chandu, and this is where Excel meets data storytelling. He teaches you how to take your analysis and present it in a way that actually influences decision. This is a channel that I actually learned to master pivot tables from. He helps you bridge between the analysis and presentation and where most beginners actually completely fall apart. All right, so here's what you actually do with these. Do not, I repeat, do not passively watch these videos. I had a student who spent 3 weeks watching Excel tutorials while never actually doing a project. 3 weeks. And when I say not doing a project, I mean not doing a project on her own, not just some copy and paste tutorial from YouTube. You cannot be watching these tutorials like Netflix. Data analytics is not a spectator sport. So go find real data sets online, build things, do pivot tables, clean it up, and create your proof of work. Kaggle is not necessarily my favorite place to get data sets anymore, but it's a good start if you're just learning and you just want to get some really quick data sets without looking too hard. No account needed to browse, free account to download. All right, resource number two, SQL. So SQL is in about half of data analyst job postings, and it's a filter companies use to weed people out before you even get to the phone screen. If you can't write it, you're not going to get a call back. So here are 3 free resources that I use. The first one is PG Exercises. questions. No fluff, no videos, no hand holding. You're just writing queries with a built in Postgres database on the browser. This is where you go to stop Googling syntax and actually start knowing what you're doing. Next up is Danny Ma's 8-week SQL challenge, where every case study is inspired by real SQL interview questions. No textbook problems, no made up scenarios, but actually based on real things. I want to tell you exactly why this matters to me specifically. I found this one after I bombed a mock SQL interview. I could write a SQL statement, I could do basic joins, but the moment the questions got to CTEs and window functions, I was completely lost. That mock interview showed me exactly where my SQL knowledge stopped and where I actually needed to go, which was apparently pretty early. So shout out to that mock interview for humbling me very early in my career. So I went back and worked through pretty much every single case study on Danny Moss Challenge, and that is where I actually built my deep understanding of CTEs, window functions, subqueries, and more. Not from a video, but being forced to apply them to a real business problem. Now, one thing to note, this is not a beginner resource. Get your fundamentals solid first, and then use this to go from beginner to intermediate and advanced. That's exactly what it's designed to do. All right, so the next one is a fun one. It is a SQL course offered by Free Code Camp, where they walk you through exercises using the Office database, right? Yes, the Office. Dwight Schrute Office. So not only can you learn SQL, but you also get some really good, fun, dry humor at the same time. Now, how do you implement all this? Whenever you finish any of these challenges, any of these coded exercises, post your work either on LinkedIn or some sort of portfolio. I prefer Canva, but if you want to keep a repository of all your code that's not necessary to show people, you can definitely use GitHub. One thing that I have noticed after working with thousands of students over the course of years, people who struggle most with SQL are not struggling with the syntax, they're struggling with knowing what questions to ask the data in the first place. That is a business thinking problem, not a SQL problem. So keep that in mind as you practice. Hey, real quick, if you're watching this and thinking, okay, I want to do this, but I don't want to figure it out alone. That is exactly what we do in my coaching program, where you get the roadmap, the real projects, and unlimited one-on-one mentorship, and a community of people who are going through the exact same transition. Truck drivers, retail professionals, all the non-STEM backgrounds you can think of, and they're done in the next 3 to 6 months. Link is in the description if you want to learn more. Okay, let's get back to the stack. All right, resource number 3, and this is the one most people skip: data storytelling. Here's the truth: anybody can build a dashboard. An analyst who gets hired is the one who can walk into a room and explain what the answers actually mean to the business, the so what skill. Most people skip it entirely and then wondering why they're not getting callbacks. A good resource that I use is a Tableau public discover page. It's completely free and an infinite library of real dashboards built by real analysts across every industry. And this is where you can learn what good actually looks like, not from a textbook, but actual real work. A pro tip I want to share is not just go to the Discover page, but look up in the search bar business dashboards so you can see more specific real life business type dashboards that you can actually expect to do on the job. I see the storytelling gap every single day in my community, especially with new people coming in. One of my students even said exactly, I'm not really sure what's a strong or weak visualization. I'm aware that my storytelling is not cohesive and it was struggling to develop a proper data story due to data overload. So this is not a technical problem. That is a storytelling problem. And the Discover page is really how you fix it for free. When a student comes to me with a portfolio, the first thing I look at is not their SQL, not their code, is where they have a coherent, functional dashboard that tells a story, but not just display data. Most just display, but very few tell. The Discover page teaches you the difference. All right, resource number 4, Tableau. So Tableau is in over 60% of data analyst job postings. In Tableau Public, the version where you can build and publish your dashboards is free online. So here's the channels that I use. The first one, Tableau Tim. Well, his name's not Tableau Tim anymore. Go ahead and start there if you're a beginner. Project-based and practical, you're not just watching someone click through menus, you're actually building something real. The second is Anthony Smoke. Now this is one where you go to level up, clean explanations, and pushes you towards dashboards that actually look super professional. The third one I recommend for showing the full analyst workflow is SQL Bell. She combines SQL and Tableau, which means you can walk a hiring manager through your entire process from pulling data to presenting the insight. That is an end-to-end story that makes your portfolio stand out even more from the crowd. And yes, her name is literally SQL Belt, as in SQL plus belt. And how you'd implement this is to build one portfolio per resource that you learn from, publish all of them on Tableau Public, then link your Tableau Public profile directly on your LinkedIn, one link from your profile, and a recruiter can see your actual work. All right, resource number 5, and I saved this one for last because it has nothing to do with a tool, a tutorial, or a certification, but it is the reason I got every single one of my jobs after my very first one, and that's networking. I know. Half of you just grown, and if you're an introvert like me, you're probably scared of the word networking, but stay with me. After my very first analyst role, every single opportunity that I got came from my network. Not my resume, not my certifications, my network. I came in this space with zero connections. I had no tech background and every reason to stay invisible, but I chose not to. In a free resource, LinkedIn coffee chats. That is it. A 30-minute conversation with someone already doing the job that you want is worth more than 10 hours watching tutorials. I promise you that. Here's a framework that I use. Step one, identify 5 people on LinkedIn who have the same job title that you want right now. That's your dream role 5 years from now, the role that you are actively targeting in the next 6 to 12 months. Step two, send a connection request with a short, specific note. Not, hey, I'd love to pick your brain. Never say I pick your brain to anyone. Ever. It gives very cringy vibes and just does nothing to the other person. So just don't do it. And it really doesn't respect the other person's time. Something specific and something where you can both relate to each other. So it actually feels like a personal note and not just something you copy and paste it to like 50 other people. Step three, ask for a 10 to 15-minute quick virtual conversation. Come with 3 specific questions about their day-to-day work and their career journey. Step four, follow up with a thank you message the same day. I just had 1,500 LinkedIn followers when I built a network that literally changed my career. And still today, 80% of the opportunities that I still get, I can trace back to that network that I initially built. So let's also talk about why this matters now in 2026. When I posted about a data analyst job opening a few months ago, I got well over 300 messages in my LinkedIn inbox. And 99% of those people had LinkedIn profiles that said absolutely nothing about data analytics. No headline, no project, no signal that they were actually serious. Invisible is not hireable, and the $0 stack teaches you the skills. Networking is how you make sure someone actually sees them. So the free resource here is just LinkedIn. Create a free account and it does everything that you need. So here's where you are right now. You can keep putting this off because you think you can't really afford to get started. In 6 to 12 months from now, you'll be in the exact same place, wondering why nothing has changed. Or you can start today for free with the exact free resources I just gave you. Excel, SQL, data storytelling, Tableau, and networking in that order. Build proof as you go. The resources are free, the order is a strategy, and the strategy works. It has worked for me personally, and I have watched it work for thousands of other people who had every reason to not succeed, but chose to do it anyway. Now, knowing the resources is one step, but knowing how to turn those resources into a portfolio that actually gets you hired, that is where most people get stuck. Everything I just taught you is useless if your portfolio doesn't even get a hiring manager to stop scrolling. So if you want to learn how to build a portfolio that actually gets you hired and you want someone in your corner while you're doing it, click the link in the description. My coaching program is built specifically for career changers with no technical background who are serious about making this transition in the next 3 to 6 months. And if you're not ready for that, that's okay. Start with these free resources, and when you're ready, come find us. And click right here to watch next video. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to build portfolio projects that has gotten my students hired in this job market. Not generic projects, but the ones hiring managers actually stop and look at. I'll see you there.